Did you know that men are going to arrive in heaven 30 minutes earlier than women will?
How?
Bible says it. Revelation chapter 8:1. When he opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven for about half an hour.
Yo, what is going on, guys? Got a video for you here today from the Modern King titled 15 Years of Marriage Destroyed in 30 Seconds. Absolutely crazy, but we see these stories all of the time. Women ruining their 10, 15, even 20-year marriages because they get bored or because they can take the man's money. It's absolutely disgusting. Now, today's video was suggested to me by Hadan the Mummy. I'm going to leave both of their channels linked in the pinned comments, so make sure you go and subscribe to these guys. Don't forget to leave your own comments, and let's jump right into the video.
I made my last alimony payment this month. It was...
You guys were married for 8 years?
Yeah,
was
so
it?
in California,
It's half the time you were married?
unless it goes to 10 years, and then it's indefinite. It's up to the judge.
After 10 years?
Yep. If we'd been married for 10 years, it would be an indefinite amount of alimony, up to the judge. And that payment was assessed based on my earnings, of course, but also there were no stipulations about her needing to work ever. Right, so those payments are coming out, and she just doesn't have to work, and she hasn't worked ever. So
you paid alimony for 4 years?
Yeah.
4 years.
Yep.
Okay.
She didn't work the whole time?
No, not since we even got together.
It's bad enough what a husband goes through during divorce emotionally, but the courts more often than not add insult to injury for the guy when it comes to alimony and child support. It's totally unfair.
Can you name one thing a woman has invented?
A woman has invented?
Yeah. Just one.
What is this? What is this supporting? What is this for?
What do you mean? It's just a question.
Are you asking the question because you have an ulterior motive of something else, or what is it for?
What would my ulterior motive be?
Well, that's for you to answer, sir.
No, I'm quite genuine.
But I'm asking you.
Can you name one, though?
You're not answering the question, you're deflecting.
It's interesting how she goes on the offensive the second she can't even name a single thing that was invented by a woman. She can't bring herself to say, I don't know, so she needs to just attack the man's intentions.
In one sitting, is there any need?
Let's make some magic!
What is it? Is it that you don't like me enjoying my life, or you don't want to see me happy? Which one is it?
I just think
Which one is it?
It's just
I don't drink, I don't go out, I don't party.
So excessive mini-roll consumption it is.
Is it the happiness that makes you angry that I'm happy? Is seeing me happy? It's like when I nap. I can't have a nap.
Would you allow a child to have 3?
I'm 40 years old.
It's disgusting how popular husband shaming has become on social media. It reinforces this ridiculous idea that a husband is just a buffoon who can't do anything right and deserves to be humiliated for no reason.
So I was talking to a male friend of mine the other day, and he told me that women don't apologize and women can't be held accountable. And I began to really think deeply about this idea. And one of the things that came across my mind is, in the last 9 months or so of me being in my private practice, I have myself experienced many women, whether they came in as a couple or they came by themselves, they very abruptly discontinued their therapy.
This is why therapy doesn't work for modern women. Unless they're told what they want to hear, they don't want to talk to anyone. They want to pay a professional to agree with them on everything instead of improving themselves.
And I started to reflect and really think, what was going on here? And I noticed that after I had to confront them about something, I had to bring to their attention something they were doing that wasn't contributing to the health of the relationship, they became very defensive and very, just very harsh, and they stopped coming.
It's because a lot of modern women think that being right is important above all else. They don't want to exist in a world where they have to take accountability for anything. They would rather ruin their lives and make fools of themselves instead of doing that.
And even though the husband would continue to come, he made it very clear that, yeah, she won't apologize. She thinks you're wrong. She thinks you're taking my side. And I began to really reflect, like, oh my gosh, is it true that women don't apologize? Is it that women struggle with being held accountable?
It's crazy how the wife will drag the husband to couples counseling and the husband will keep showing up long after the wife refuses to go because she believes the counselor should take her side on pretty much everything.
Vacation.
Who's that?
Family vacation.
Who's that?
Somebody.
Let me see.
Nobody. Oh my god. It's my friend. He's gay. You're just saying because he knows that I want to get...
JJ, go over there real quick. JJ.
All right.
Go.
If there are 4 words that men have learned to distrust, it's the dreaded, he's just a friend. If she says that to you, then she's already coming up with an exit strategy more often than not.
I fucking put on a whole fucking scene in this.
It's fun.
But why they keep texting you?
Because
Why they keep texting you?
he's my friend.
The man was staying calm and collected despite finding out his wife was lying to him. Meanwhile, she starts talking like a little child who got caught stealing from the cookie jar.
You're not getting in my panties without you coming out the pocket, period.
See, that's
and
crazy.
And it's not
That's
even
crazy.
a case where I call it selling. See?
What does it do?
No, because I'm not gonna say pay me and I'm gonna give you.
Asking
no.
for something, that's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Okay, explain.
You have to do it with class.
Right,
I call it doing it with class. So I'm gonna ask you for something.
Right.
If you don't give it to me, you don't provide it, I don't want to talk to you.
That's fine.
She's literally describing a transaction, but because she doesn't want it labeled as an act from the world's oldest profession, she says the exact same thing, but with different words and calls it quote-unquote classy.
Marlon Wayne's baby mother says she's struggling to provide for their 1-year-old daughter. With $18,000 a month, he pays in child support, files lawsuit for more money. The judge needs to ask this woman, what are you doing with the money he's providing? That's $216,000 a year, and you're struggling with a 1-year-old? It's a lot that I could say, but I'm gonna leave it like this. To my young kings who ain't got no kids, why till you decide to put a baby in? Get past all the good looks. What's her mentality like? Cause you might end up like this.
Most people would give up a significant amount of their life to get a job that makes over $200K a year. She makes that by doing literally nothing, but it's still not enough to take care of her child. That judge needs to ask for receipts immediately.
I just had a conversation with a man. He said, tell me about yourself. I want to know about you. I said, it's best to probably ask me a question and I can respond. Ask me something specific and I'll respond. He goes, name 3 things you can do to keep your man happy. So you have a good evening. I can tell that we're not compatible. Be blessed.
He asked a fair question. A man deserves to get something out of a relationship, but the mere idea of a modern woman having to make a man happy in any capacity in a relationship is so insulting that she would rather be single.
Back a car into a parking space, go the other way. That's a dude. That's a dude. If she backs her car into a parking space, I don't care what she look like getting out. That's a dude.
Okay, so if I wanted a high volume man, what do I do?
Be reincarnated. You can't get one. Let me be honest, you can't. If you had to rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10 and you can't use 7, face only, no hair extensions, your natural hair, your natural face, what would you give yourself?
Interesting. 8.
Nope.
No?
No.
You gotta love how Kevin Samuels never really pulled punches with his honesty. He had no problem telling these women what they didn't want to hear. It's kind of like the opposite of therapy, like we were talking about earlier, you know?
I have a master's in public administration, and I have a law degree.
How tall are you?
5'9".
Dress size?
16.
You didn't choose to be single.
I'm sorry?
How tall are you?
I'm 5'3".
How much do you weigh?
That's none of your business. I told you I was fat.
Oh, okay. We don't play that on my channel. You get your big fat on somewhere then. God damn! I don't deal with you big sassy Bro,
It's never a good idea to insult a man who's trying to provide you with advice. Kevin made the right call kicking her off the show, in my opinion. Disrespect should never be tolerated.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Did you say that my daughter is rude?
Yeah, I did. She gave me the finger.
Well, I wouldn't have done that if he wasn't being slow.
Are you serious, Amelia? Well, listen, whether she gave you the finger or not, then maybe you should have gotten out of her way.
Yeah, I know. I'm old and I'm kind of slow.
So that means that you get to tell her she's rude?
She flipped off an old man because he couldn't move as fast as her. Calling this kid rude was treating her with kid gloves, and her mother is just reinforcing this idea that her daughter doesn't need to have respect for others.
Well, she's rude. She's rude.
But she's not rude. She's only 7.
Well, I thought she was being rude.
But were you in her way?
Probably.
So don't you think that maybe you don't own the store just because you're driving a cart? I think that you think all this is funny, and it's not funny, sir.
Well, I'm her elder, and she needs to show me a little respect.
Well, maybe you need to not think that you own the store because you're driving a cart.
7 years old is more than old enough to know that you don't give other people the finger just because you're stuck behind their scooter in a supermarket. If they act that way, it's because their parents won't actually discipline her.
You see this door here? That door separates the inside from the outside. Behind it is the inside, which is air conditioned. But my girlfriend and her friend, who are staying here this weekend, don't seem to give a fuck and keep leaving it open.
Do you need anything?
No, I'm okay.
You can tell that she has no idea how much the house's electricity bill is every month. She takes the things this man does for granted. It is insane how little she actually cares.
Here she comes.
He wants to go out.
All right, I went and printed out my electrical utility bill. There it is. $392 last month.
Considering how modern women just assume that the world is filled with nothing but dangerous men, you would think that she wouldn't want to leave that door wide open for anybody to walk through.
I'm gonna stick it in the door. Will you grab me a spindrift?
Yeah.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Close the door!
Not only does she not care about the electricity bill because she doesn't have to pay it, she also has no respect for her husband because she refuses to listen to what he has to say on the matter. That sounds like a happy marriage right there.
A man dumped his girlfriend after she expected him to pay for her entire birthday dinner with all of her friends. He posted to Reddit explaining that he'd booked a table at a nice restaurant to celebrate his girlfriend's 24th birthday with some of her friends. He admitted to making quite a bit more money than his girlfriend covering the rent and utilities for their apartment. While at the restaurant, he noticed that his girlfriend and her friends were ordering some of the most expensive things on the menu. But he didn't think too much about it, figuring he would cover the cost of his and his girlfriend's meals while her friends paid for themselves.
That was a big mistake right there. It's never wise to assume a modern woman will ever cover her individual meal while at a birthday party. Doing so would reinforce the patriarchy or some nonsense.
At the end of the meal, the waiter asked him if he would like to split the bill, and he said yes. The bill came out to a total of $1,185. The faces of his girlfriend's friends dropped as soon as they realized they'd have to pay for their own meals. His girlfriend then gave him the silent treatment for a full week after her birthday. He assumed that him not paying might be the reason, but he refused to believe she would be that shallow. She did eventually tell him that he had embarrassed her by not paying for everyone. Because he was the man and because he organized the event, he was obliged to pay.
Giving a man the silent treatment for a whole week over something as entitled as that really does show how massive of a bullet that guy dodged.
But if his girlfriend expected him to pay for everyone, she should have made that clear beforehand. When he confronted her again about it, she told him that he needed to transfer the money that her friends had paid for their food, and then she would resume speaking to him. He broke up with her then and there.
But anyway, guys, we're going to be leaving today's episode there. As always, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you are new here. Drop a comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Make sure you take care of yourselves, guys. Peace.